Welcome to Field to Feast. This is Les Nelson, and I'm not on the ice anymore. I'm out on the south branch of the Root River, and we're going to be trout fishing. Trout opener was last weekend. I loaded up a video from the opening day. The water down here is really nice. 2 days ago I was down. I took some photos of some fish I caught. I caught some really nice browns, so I thought I'd bring my camera down and video a little bit of my fishing, see if we can catch a fish or two, and just get everybody excited about the spring and get everybody excited to go trout fishing. So I'm gonna fish some of the holes that I fished last week, and I got some hits. I caught a few fish. I'm gonna set up the camera and see if I can catch a fish or two. Today I'm gonna be using spinners, gold bladed spinners, and I'm gonna try a little rebel crawfish, because when I opened up the stomachs of the trout I caught 2 days ago, they all had crawfish in them. So that's one of the ways that you can check and see what the fish have been feeding on, is to open up the stomachs of the fish that you're catching, see what they're eating, and then try to match that. So I'm going to try to match that with a crawdad, or a crayfish they call them up here. So let's see what happens. Here's what I'm talking about. This one I just caught, it was about my 5th cast, and he looks like he's about 12 to 13 inches long. So. Well, I was just off my camera when I caught that one. This is the one that I just caught, and I want to measure him up. So if you want to keep your fish alive on the stringer, like this one, you don't want to put the stringer. A lot of people think that you put the stringer through the gills, through the mouth and through the gills, but you don't want to put it through the mouth and through the gills. What you want to do is put it in through the mouth, and then you want to put it in the mouth, and then there's real thin skin right at the bottom of the mouth. I'll show that, and you want to pop it straight through that. Because if you put it in the gills, a lot of times it'll rub against their gills and make them break up, and it'll kill them. And you want to keep that fish alive and as fresh as possible for as long as possible. So run it through there. The other thing you want to do is, instead of leaving this loop in their mouth, you want to loop that through like that, so that it's got an actual stringer loop. Now I'm going to be able to put him in the water. Put this, plug this into the grass up above where he's at, so that he can't pull this into the water. This time I'm going to try to stay in front of the camera. Obviously I was off camera when I hooked that one. I'm going to try to stay in the camera frame. And I'm using a spinner right now. It's a gold bladed spinner. And if I don't catch anything in the first 2 or 3 casts, I'm going to shut the camera off, switch over to the crawfish looking bait. But right now I'm still using a spinner. Fish that I caught out of this one hole, which just goes to show that when the conditions are right, it can be super. This one normally would be a keeper, but I think I'm gonna let this one go, because the other two I've caught have been over 12 inches, and this one's probably about 11. So there you go. That's what So here's the scoop. I'm switching from this bait, gold spinner, to this bait, which is a, looks like a tiny crawfish. Now I'm really reluctant to do this because I have caught 3 nice browns on my spinners. But when I looked in the stomachs the other day of several browns, they had all several fish. So that's what I'm going to fish with. Crawfish. Took me a while. But he's smaller, obviously much smaller than the other ones. I'm going to cast it a couple more times. So I caught this one using the crawfish. He's smaller, substantially smaller than the other ones. So I'm probably going to go back to the spinner, but I didn't want to give it a go. I'm going to make a few more casts with it, but don't have a lot of confidence in it right at this second. Okay folks, well I guess I was right, because I just caught, I moved away from the camera for a few minutes, and I just caught this one, using this little crayfish, so as you can see. From tip of tail to tip of nose, that one is 15.5 inches, so that's a bigger. It's a good sized trout right there. I caught him using that little bait right there. only been here for 30 minutes and I've caught 3 that I'm going to string up, and that one's 15 and a half. So. I'm going to eat. There's nothing better than either pan-fried or trout almondine. There's also great fillets on the grill with lemon and butter and pepper. You may be wondering why I'm kneeling. The sun came out just a little while ago, and I don't want any shadow throwing over the water. The water conditions are perfect. There's waters on maybe a foot today, so I can see them on the water. The big trout, when the water's really clear, the big trout are going to be very, very sad. They are not going to be easy to catch. And for those of you who are fishing and you're thinking, boy, I'm looking forward to getting down to southeast Minnesota to fish. We look but this is not the norm. I thought the conditions would be perfect, and I came down and the conditions are perfect, and that's the reason I'm catching trout. Sometimes you fish all morning long and catch one, like the 4 that I've already caught, 3 that were really nice. So I'm going to go drop down here on the bank a little bit farther down the stream here. I just picked up one that was 15 and a half inches, and I'm going to fish a little bit above that in the stream. It's a real big trench. Hopefully I'll catch a fish. Well, I had one medium-sized rod just now, but I'm going to change that. The large one I caught earlier, I think, has messed up the water, so we're going to move to another spot and film a little bit more. Alright, so this is my 4th keeper. I'm almost ready to be done with my limit for the day because I'm going to keep this one. This is a nice one. Alright. From tip to tip, this one is 15 inches long. Let's look at it one more time just so we're not using a fisherman's ruler. From tip to tip, this one is, yep, 15 inches long. So we are definitely having a banner day out on the south branch of the Root River. So I'm going to try to catch one more, and then I'm going to go home, fillet these up, and maybe we'll have trout on the grill tonight since it has warmed up a little bit. And today started out snowing. We got 1 inch of snow on the ground, 32 degrees. Had about enough snow, and really glad to be out on the water. So hope you're enjoying this and as much as I am, which I know you can't be enjoying it as much as I am, but I hope you're looking forward to some good trout fishing excursions yourself. So. Well, as you can see, I finished out with my 5th brown trout. It took me about 45 minutes after the last one I filmed catching. I lost the little crawdad bait that I was using and went back to using a spinner. And when I did that, I did get some strikes, and then I finished up with a nice one. It was a great trip out. Seldomly do you end up with as many large, over 12-inch fish as I did today, but I'll take it because it just doesn't come around that often. The water had smoke in it. It was hard for the fish to see. You need the water to be visibility for best conditions to be a foot or 1.5 feet, and that's what it was today. Cloud cover, no shadow. I wasn't throwing much shadow, and so it's a great field to feast. I'm going to try to put together a good recipe in the next week or two, and hopefully you've enjoyed this and keep watching. I also have a website, rootriverfishing.com. So if you're ever going to be in the area, I'd love to take you fishing. Look forward to talking with you through the blog. If you have any questions, just send it through my YouTube channel, and I'll respond. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it, and it'd be just great. I'll try to keep you entertained and keep you informed about fishing and hunting in the southeast Minnesota area. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Do it again. Ready?
Do you want me to keep it rolling or stop it?
Yeah, keep it rolling. Ready? All right. So as you can see, I finished out with my 5th brown trout. It took me about 45 minutes after I had stopped filming. The oh, something's not right here. Actually, yeah, it's okay, I guess.
You want me to stop and start again?
Good. All right. Well, if you, as you can, there we go.
Move over to the little to the right.
Where to?
To your left a little.
Okay.